on. Okay. Check.
Check.
Yeah. Check. Okay, we got level. We're good.
All good here.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bedford High Gymnasium, as we're about to bring you second round Division I girls basketball action between the Memorial Crusaders and your Bedford Bulldogs. I'm Harry Kozlowski along with Corey Munstertiger. I was just watching the YouTube channel. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Concord Trinity, and Concord, last we checked, was up 30 points with just a minute or two left to go. So I'm going to say that Concord is the team that the winner of this game is going to be facing. So the trick is we've got to move on to the next level here. The girls, Bedford girls, are rested. They've had a bye, and Memorial had an overtime winner where they tied a game up at with 3 foul shots. They got fouled on a 3-point try, tied the game up, and was able to win in overtime.
Excellent chance for them to come in and try to put a dent in the Bulldogs season here. Obviously, the Bedford have had a strong one thus far. They're going to try to capitalize on the rest for the first round and make that high payoff for them tonight against the Crusaders.
What do you think gives the team an advantage, being rested like the Bulldogs or coming off a really exhilarating win like the Memorial girls did?
Yeah, it's a balance there. I think the rest is probably a little bit more important, but the Bulldogs have had the basketball in their hand throughout the week, and they've been able to stay consistent. But those competitive juices certainly help with an overtime winner like that. So
it certainly builds the confidence for a team like Memorial. We're about to announce the starting lineups here, and we'll give those to you in just a moment. The Memorial starters. So Madison Pepper-Omani, starting guard. Elizabeth Barrientos, Aaron McCoy, and Elizabeth Barrientos, who was their leading scorer the last time they played here. Number 5, Jessica Carrier. And number 4, Ryan Morin. Those are your starting 5 Crusaders tonight.
And now we'll hear for the Bulldogs. The freshman forward center combo, Lana McCarthy. Sydney Grogan, the sophomore guard. Safia Mumpini, guard forward combo. Catherine Pennick, junior forward. And of course, Isabella King, the senior guard. We'll take a quick break for the national anthem, and we will join you for a tip.
Singing of our national anthem this evening by Bedford sophomore Emma Waltz. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Lovely rendition of the national anthem right there. Those here in attendance. Good contingent of Memorial fans here in the benches, about as many as Bedford fans. Should be a raucous crowd here tonight, looking some great basketball. And we're about ready for the tip.
I'll have to echo that. Emma Watts did a great job with the national anthem. That's approaching our normal routine here, and it was great to hear a live voice on that. We have had a recording playing the national anthem, and it's just a really nice effect to have somebody live and singing that. So great job by Emma Watts.
Memorial with the ball. Pepper O'Mani drives. Goes along the baseline, up too hard. On the rebound, goes off the hands of Carrier. It's going to stay Bedford. Memorial with the opening possession. Here comes Sydney Grogan bringing the ball over the midcourt stripe.
Memorial's in their 2-3 defense. Try to lock down on the inside.
Mumpini driving, now pulls up at the foul line, gets it back out to Grogan, tries the three.
Ooh.
Bounces out, rebound to Memorial. Pepper O'Mani now to Carrier, bringing it into the offensive end. Now Barrios, her runner, or Barrientos, her runner is no good. It's rebounded there by Grogan. Kicks it out to Sophia Mumpini. Now King driving, loses the handle, gets it back, then has the ball knocked out of her hands as she tries to put it back up. It's going to stay with Bedford.
It's going to be important for her to get going early. Last time she had 28 points against the Crusaders. Of course, that was the game she got her 1,000th career point. So, again, she's going to want to try to get going early.
On the inbound, King to Grogan, and now Mumpini with the three.
Ooh.
Another one rimming out. They got the carnival rims up tonight for the Bedford Bulldogs.
Apparently.
Kick out to Pepper O'Mani for three. That was way off. Lana McCarthy with the rebound. She gives it to Grogan. Now she pulls up for three. She have better luck. Yeah.
There it is. It's finished good. Coach Gibbs yelling out some defensive assignments. Looks like the Bulldogs are in a 3-2 zone here.
And Carrier now with the ball to Pepper O'Mani to Barrientos. Carrier along the perimeter. Moran. That's Carrier again. Crusaders taking their time here, looking for an opportunity. Pepper O'Mani back to Carrier. She got the three, and that's way off. Ball on the ground, still loose. They're going to say a Crusader player was in contact with the baseline, putting her out of bounds, so it's going to be Bedford ball.
Exactly it. And Coach Gibbs very animated on the sideline over there as he was barking at his team and in their defensive set. Looks like they're trying to run a 2-3 where the center top is fading back down into the lane for some defensive assignments.
Down low to King, who brings it back to the top of the key. Now inside
Good
to
pass.
Mumpini, who takes a little jumper and gets it.
Nice little dish in there by Isabel King. Found Mumpini just inside the free throw line. She was able to hit that little jumper right in the lane.
Pepper O'Mani being guarded by Mumpini. Ball now over to Moran.
Good
She
flash.
runs into Pennick, no call there. Pepper O'Mani with Pennick on her. Carrier with Pennick on her. Pennick's been all over the floor. Now Pepper O'Mani dishes it inside, but she doesn't take the shot. A kick outside for three for Erin McAvoy is good. Or they're going to credit her with a two.
Yeah, she was inside the three-point line there, but that was a nice dish. I think you saw Carrier was under the basket and decided not to shoot. Kicked it right out for a good jumper.
And now the pass inside to Lana McCarthy, a little too far. Fingertips, off her fingertips, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Memorial ball here. 5-2, under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Bedford up top.
Now Bedford has switched into a man-to-man defense.
Grogan is on Carrier. Addition
Good
side to
roll.
Barrientos. Good look. But she can't put enough on it to make a drop. Rebound goes to King. She loses it. Memorial gets it right back. Barrientos driving. Her shot is partially blocked. they're going to call a foul, though, on Isabella King. Will they foul? Yes.
A textbook play was pick and roll on that last possession as Carey dished it down to Barrientos. She couldn't get the shot, but the turnover at half court gives them another chance.
Barrientos off the back rim, bounces out. She'll have another one. This one's up and good. So they close the deficit to 2, 5-3 now. Bedford up with 4:30 to go here. Pass inside to King. Now Mumpini trying a three. That's a little too hard, but King rebound puts it up and good.
Yeah, both coaches are very animated on their defensive ends here. Obviously, knowing a part of this game is going to have to do on the defensive end. Pepper travel there.
Pepper Omani driving to the basket took an extra step. She gets called for the travel. So turnover in Bedford ball now, up 7-3.
Pepper Omani subs out for Emma Rossi as she checks into the game for Memorial.
Mumpini down low to Pennick. Inside the key to Grogan. She decides to pull it out. Gives it to Mumpini. Now driving the lane. Goes up. She had a block and she drew the foul.
I think she got bailed out there. Lucky for her. She drove the lane hard, but defense came up, double, and I honestly didn't see the foul.
I thought it was pretty clean as well, but we're up here, they're down there. The officials are on the floor, so
Barrientos picks up her first, and Mumpini hits the first of two.
And that gives her 3 points. 8-3 now. One more shot. That one's up and gets the roll, goes in. 4 points in the night for Sophia Mumpini. It's now 9-3. 6-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Barrientos with Grogan on her. She throws it for, is that Rossi? I'm trying to see the number.
I think it's Tebow down there, 13, Paige Tebow.
Okay, her jersey was kind of horizontal to me. I couldn't make it out. So when it went through Tebow's hands, and that's a turnover there for the Crusaders. Now Bedford bringing it back. King brings it in to Grogan. Up high to Lana McCarthy outside the three-point line. Grogan takes a shot, gets it back to McCarthy. Now to Mumpini. Down to Pennick. She decides not to shoot. Mumpini again. Grogan driving. Now gets it out to McCarthy. Kicks it out to Pennick outside the three-point line in the corner. Now up the top of the key. Oh. King airballs it. And a save attempt by Grogan. Not good enough. It's going to go over to Memorial.
Unusual one there for King, not drawing iron. And McCarthy was out around the three-point line. She did dive down the lane a little bit later in that possession. That's why they need her down by the basket.
Now Carrier kicks it out to Rossi. Her shot misses everything. Here's a quick transition. Mumpini under the basket, puts it up and good.
Great control of her body by Mumpini. That was a tough catch and gathered herself on a jump stop and was able to lay it in on that fast break. Excellent play.
Yeah, the timeout being called here. I'm going to guess it's by Memorial to kind of stop this run. Bedford leads 11-3 with 2:53 to go.
And Mumpini making a dent early. She has 6 points, 2 baskets and 2 foul shots, leading the scorers. And Isabella King has the other 5 for Bedford, providing a good scoring punch for Bedford.
Hey, don't forget, if you're a Bulldogs fan, the Bedford Athletics Booster Club are looking for new members. Go to bbabc.net to learn more how you can help these student athletes be their best. And if you're a business, there are sponsorship opportunities available as well at bbabc.net.
Okay, he's doing live reads without even the script in front of him. This guy is a professional.
Inbound to Carrier. Kicks it out to Tebow. Now Barrientos drives to Banks, who's in the game now. Tebow again.
Ooh, good quick step there.
A good runner there by number 5, Jessica Carrier. She gets her first 2 points of the night. It's now 11-5 with 2:28 to go here in the first quarter.
So Memorial's now in Looks like they're in man-to-man, but they're not quite sure who they have. So
Grogan's shot was off the mark. She gets her own rebound back, gets it inside now to Lana McCarthy,
There you
puts it
go.
up and good. So 13-5 now. We're at the 2-minute mark. Inbound to Barrientos. Gives it right back to Carrier. Grogan out to meet her. Looks like a little bit of a pressure step. And, you know, King steps inside the pass, takes it away, drives to the bucket, lays it up and good. 15-5 now, 10-point lead for the Bulldogs.
transition offense. You love to see it from the defense to the offense very quickly. King stepped into the passing lane, got the steal, and turned it into 2.
Now Barrientos turns around at the foul line. She got blocked there by Kazajansky, and the rebound goes to Grogan. Sends it up to King's going to try 3. Gets it. 10 points for Isabella King. And the Bulldogs are pulling away now, 13-5 here in the first.
Tough player to stop.
Now
Ooh.
a runner there. Nice
Wow.
one by Jessica Carrier. She hits it, and she's going to get the and one.
Yeah, again, I'm not quite sure I saw a foul there, but again, I had a bad angle on it. Carrier made a great play, though. Drove hard, right hand, threw it up at the basket, and got it to go. She'll go to the line for an N1.
And Pepper Almani comes back into the game with Paige Tebow going back to the bench. Takes a few bounces, puts the ball up, and rims out. And the rebound there by Bedford's Kazajansky. And now they bring it out. Grogan down to Braga, Marina Braga in the game. Fakes, drives, finds Kazajansky down low. She drives the baseline, puts it up, and gets it.
Good little duck under there by Kazajansky. Drove hard baseline. Little finger roll. Got it to go.
44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Barrientos, I should say, drops it out to number 12, Clara Banks. Her shot bounces off the rim, and it's rebounded there by Lana McCarthy. Bedford comes back with 30 seconds to work with. Kazajansky drives the baseline, gets a body check there. They're going to say she stepped out of bounds, but I think she took a body. I think she was forced out of bounds.
A little bit of a hip check there.
Yeah.
You watch a lot of hockey. It seemed like that was a good hip check into the boards.
So now 25 seconds to go. Here comes Carrier for the Crusaders. Gets it into Barrientos. Now Banks gets it back to Barrientos. She drives, puts a runner up off the backboard, but she will get a foul and get 2 shots on the line with 11.2 seconds left.
Kazajansky picks up the foul there on a strong drive by Barrientos.
Trailing by 13. Barrientos tries to pull him a little closer. That was off the mark. Tebow is back in the game now, and Carrier is on the bench. Another try here for Barrientos. This one hits the back rim, bounces out. Just 1 for 4 from the line for Barrientos so far. Now King, she's got 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Now Grogan puts up a quick one and hits the rim, but bounces out, no good. And the first quarter ends with the Bulldogs up 20-7.
Scoring outburst there by Isabel King at the latter half of the first quarter there. She scored 5 quick points, actually probably 7 quick points on a fast break, and then another fast break 3-pointer to help the Bulldogs get a little separation there from the Crusaders.
And I've got Mumpini with 6 points on the night, Emma Kazajansky with 2, Isabella King with 10, Lana McCarthy with 2. Does that jibe with your numbers?
Looks good to me.
Okay.
On the Crusaders side, Jessica Carrier has 4, Barrientos with 1, and Erin McCoy with the other 2.
Yep, that is what I have. So second period action coming up in just a bit. Don't forget, we're going to be bringing you boys basketball action tomorrow. Got to tip my hat and whatever else I can tip toward the boys team that pulled off a major upset Thursday. Overtime, actually double overtime win will help them to advance in the playoffs, and they're going to be hosting Trinity right here at 5 o'clock. And we hope you tune in on BCTV and Bedford 105-1. That game is going to be exactly the same time as boys hockey. They're going to be up in Exeter. And we're working on getting a feed from the Exeter TV folks. We hope to have that for you, and it'll be on one of our other Bedford channels, probably 16 or 22. We'll let you know. But we're
Exciting times in this town, Harry.
Yeah, playoff time. You know, winter playoffs are always just the most fun. And
Chaotic schedule for the TV and radio guys, but
exactly. Grogan gets it inside to King. She kicks it out to Kazajanski. Had a little hit there. Now a rebound by Christina Marina Bragg, I should say, and they waved the basket off. What, on an offensive foul?
Tough call. They called a travel on her. She shuffled her feet right there after she got the rebound, but right place, right time. Just a little antsy with her feet.
Now Paige Tebow leaves it there for Pepper Omani. Ryan Moran with the ball. She's got King on her. Turns her back. Tebow now. Cross-court pass to McCoy. Over to Pepper Omani. Ryan Moran with the runner. Little too hard. Kazajanski gets the rebound. And now she kicks it out to Marina Braga. Crosses over the mid-stripe. Now inside, a beautiful setup there to Kazajanski. A give and go by Pennick.
Excellent cut by Kazajanski. Just right down the lane. Nobody picked her up.
22-7, Bedford up. Under 7 to go here in the half. And a blocking foul going to be called here on Sydney Grogan. Could have went either way, I think. So a foul on Grogan. I believe that is her second foul. And now she's going to take a breather here, as will Kazajanski. We'll get some fresh legs into the game. Carrier with the ball inbound. She puts up a short one, 10-footer, misses everything. Air ball out of bounds.
She got to her spot there. It's a good spot to shoot from the elbow. Place I like to shoot too. But didn't draw the iron.
So Mumpini inbounds it to King. Over to Lana McCarthy. Has it momentarily. Pitch inside to Pennick. Her shot off the rim, bounces on the baseline, out of bounds. It'll be Memorial ball. 22-7 still here with 6:34 to go. Now in the corner, they find Emma Rossi. She drives the baseline, puts up the runner, and it's good.
Oh, crafty play by Rossi there. A little ball fake to get to the baseline, drove hard lefty, and got it to go.
Now King goes coast to coast, but puts up a hard shot. Pepper Omani is able to pull that ball away. She passes it up to Moran. They've got numbers. Drive to the bucket. Up and good. She's going to get the and one.
Again, I'm not quite sure I saw where the foul was. Probably a bump with the body.
Yeah, a bump with the body, I think is what they're calling there. But it was a good transition bucket. They had the advantage in numbers heading in, and they just took it to the hole.
Mumpini picks up the foul, and Moran will go to the line.
And it's good. Gives her 3 points and cuts the deficit to 10. It's 22-12 now. Bedford up at the 6-minute mark of the half. King to Mumpini. Inside to Lana McCarthy. She's double teamed. Now to Pennick for about a 15-footer. She nails that. Her first 2 of the game.
Bank is open late on a Friday, Harry.
Now here's a runner. Off the back of the rim by Jessica Carrier. Rebound by Lana McCarthy. King brings it back. Mumpini on the baseline runs into Moran and hits the dirt, and they're going to call Moran here on a block. It is that's only the second team foul on Memorial. Bedford has 5. Kazajanski comes in the game for Pennick.
That was a strong rip through by Mumpini getting to that baseline. Forced the foul.
Marina Braga now to McCarthy. Mumpini gets it over to Kazajanski, finds Braga inside. She puts it on the ground once, puts it up, too short. Now McCarthy with the rebound. Yeah. She gets it. 4 points on the night for McCarthy, 26-12 now.
Tough to stop her when she gets that position down low. Good offensive rebound. Went with her left hand, too, to finish with her off.
Carrier Now we have a little bit of a collision here.
Yeah, Marina Braga is going to pick up a foul there. Ran through a screen a little too hard, so something to watch now. Bedford has 16 fouls. Next one puts the Crusaders in the bonus.
Now we're going to have Rossi inbounded here. Pepperomani gets it. She's got Mumpini covering her. Carrier goes to the top of the key. Stops at the foul line, puts up a jumper. No good. We're going to say it went off a red jersey player. We'll say it's going to be off of Moran. It'll be Bedford's ball.
It looks like Jessica Carey might have got poked in the eye or something like that on that shot from the free throw line. No call on the foul there, but she's clearly shaken as her face or eyes might have gotten raked or poked.
Under 5 minutes to the half here. King takes a three
Got
and
it.
nails it. 13 points for Isabel King. And the lead back up to 17. And a whistle here.
Woo. Jeez.
A call on Braga, I believe. And that's going to put number 5 Carrier on the line for the 1-and-1. Moran is out of the game. Sierra Banks comes in for her.
I usually give the referees the benefit of the doubt, but that seemed like a phantom call right there.
And Braga goes off with 2 fouls, and Ava Dubois will take her place. So with 4:37 to go, Carrier tries the first one, nails it. 2 for 2 from the line so far. Got a chance for a 3. 29-13, Bedford up. Second shot is up and good. 5 points now for Carrier. Now
Crusaders are out in some full court pressure.
Dubois gets double teamed, and it will be a turnover here, or at least the jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Crusaders. So they will get the ball here with 4:29 to go. They're able to trap Dubois.
It changed up the pace there a little bit so they could put some pressure on the Bulldogs, getting them out of their comfort zone.
Now Pepperomani to Carrier. Very tight pressure defense there by Kazajanski. Still able to get it out to Barrientos. Passes it inside to Sierra Banks. She kicks it out to Pepperomani, who hits a 3. Nope. Rims out. McCarthy with the rebound. Bedford coming back the other way. They got numbers. 3-on-1. King dishes inside to Kazajanski. Laid up and good. 6 points for Emma Kazajanski. It's 31-14. Bedford.
That's decision making right there. King was out on the break. They know that she's a shooter. They put out pressure, but King found Kazajanski down low for the 2, and now Carrier comes back with another 2.
She found a lane in the defense and went coast to coast. Put up a layup. She's got 6 points. Now King, McCarthy, the hook shot. She gets her own rebound, puts it up too hard, and Rossi gets the rebound, but she's surrounded. Able to get it out, though, to Barrientos. Now she leaves it to Pepperomani. 3:20 to go here in the first half. Pepperomani dishes it out to Carrier. Changes direction, goes to the bucket. Off the backboard too hard. And Sophia Mumpini is able to pull away that rebound, then draws a foul. Number 12, Sierra Banks, I believe, reaching in, trying to get that rebound.
Ooh.
Are they going to say?
Yeah, they call it on Barrientos.
Oh, okay.
I think you're right. I think that should have been on Banks, but they call it on Barrientos. So we'll see if that has any effect in the long term.
Pepperomani out. Paige Tebow in for the Crusaders. King over the mid-court stripe. Now Mumpini with a 3, a little too short. McCarthy gets the ball. Finds Ava Dubois, but she gets it blocked. Emma Rossi was there. Now the Crusaders come back with Carrier. Dubois on her. Carrier finds Barrientos in the corner. Her shot is off the mark. The save attempt by Sierra Banks, no good. It was on the baseline, so it's Bedford's ball here with 2:38 to go.
Yeah, I'm still amazed by Lana McCarthy's offensive rebound on that last possession. Put her big mitt out there and was able to snag that, basically one-handed. It's excellent play.
So now the inbounds. Kazajanski gets it into Ava Dubois, who brings it over the midcourt stripe. Pulls up at the three-point line, gives it to McCarthy. Give and go.
Nice play.
Gets the hook and the drop. 6 points for McCarthy.
She's really comfortable pivoting back to that left hand. That's not her strong hand, but has finished three times now tonight, all with her left.
Now here's the three-point try by Rossi that's off the mark, but Memorial with the rebound. Rossi gets it back at the top. Now Carrier being watched by McCarthy. Carrier drives into the teeth of the defense, but is able to hit it. So Carrier with 8 points now, 33-18.
Bedford's having a real tough time guarding that left hand of Carrier.
Under 2 minutes to play. Outside pass to King. She loses it momentarily. Carrier was able to hit it out of her hand. Now a runner is short, and Carrier gets the rebound. 1:38 to play. Dubois with Carrier on her.
Back
Carrier does it again, drives to the basket, and draws a foul. I believe Kazajanski got it.
She'll get another 2 free throws.
Carrier is small, but she's not afraid to challenge the defense.
She's getting right in there, driving hard to the basket, drawing fouls, doing an excellent job. She has more than half of her team's points, so she has 10 of the 18 that the Crusaders have scored so far. And really putting it out there for her team, trying to lead her team into a competitive situation with the Bulldogs.
A reminder, the winner of this game will take on Concord on Sunday at 5 o'clock. And if the Bulldogs are the winners, that game will happen right here on the court here at Bedford High, and we will bring you the game at 5 p.m. So make sure you're tuning in to Bedford 105.1 and to BCTV Channels 23 and 1072.
So again, the Bulldogs are in team foul trouble. They have 8 team fouls. Individually, nobody more than 2, but as a team, they're going to be giving up free throws the rest of the way here. And the Crusaders only have 3 called on them.
Well, the Bulldogs are up by 15 right now, but we'll see if they could shorten that a little bit. Jessica Carrier with 8 points now has 2, or at least a 1 and 1. No, does she have a 2?
I have her with 10 points.
No, what I mean is this
2
going
for
to be
3.
This is going to be a 2-shot foul here?
Yes, yeah, that was a shooting foul.
Okay, so she misses that first one. Can't remember all the way back to the start of the timeout. Now Kazajanski comes out.
Catherine Pennick checks in for her.
Second shot here by Carrier. That one no good as well. Rebound, Lana McCarthy. Pennick with the pass. Now she leaves it there for King. King down low to Lagulon, who's in the game. Back to King. Tries to put up a pick, and she's going to be called for a moving pick there. So another foul on the Bulldogs, and that's going to be another free throw try, I believe.
Well, that's an offensive foul, so they won't get free throws on that.
Just the possession.
Yeah, tough call, though. You know, it's partly on the person creating the pick, but also partly on the ball carrier, the dribbler. They have to wait until that pick is set. So
Carrier gets it out to McCoy for 3. No good, a little too hard. Mumpini gets the rebound. Mumpini over to King. King directing traffic. Gets it back to Mumpini. Down in the corner. Now she waits for a pick from Lana McCarthy. Kicks it out there to Lagulon. Finds McCarthy underneath. The hook is good. 8 points to Lana McCarthy.
Soft touch for 31 under the basket there. Left hand, right hand, hooks, layups, finger rolls. Lana McCarthy is tough to guard down there.
Just 30 seconds to go here in the half. Carrier pass inside to Barrientos, who puts it up. A little too hard, misses everything, gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Moran in the corner. A shot by Rossi's off the mark. King gets the rebound. They've got about 16 seconds to work with. King decides to drive, but runs into Moran, and Moran is going to be called here.
That's going to be, yeah, okay, Moran. Barrientos was in the mix there, too. That could have been her 3rd, but it's the 2nd on Ryan Moran.
So just the fourth team foul here on the Crusaders. So an inbound right now. 14 seconds left on the clock. 35-18 is the score. And we've got a change here. Moran comes out.
Paige Tebow checks in for her.
King inbounds it to Lagulon. Over to McCarthy up high now. Try to pass inside to King. A lot of traffic. She loses the ball. It's going to be Crusaders' ball with 5.7 to go. Right idea, but a lot of traffic to drop that ball into.
Yeah, she's commanding a lot of attention from every defense that she faces. So when that ball goes into her, she drew a triple team down low on the block for Isabella King.
Now, Pepper Omani drives, so tries to get a three off, just enough to get the rim, but doesn't go in. And that's where we're going to finish up. 35-18 is the score here after one half of play. And we've got your scorers so far in this game for Bedford. Sophia Mumpini, she's got 6 points, as does Emma Kazajanski. Catherine Pennick with 2. Isabella King has 13, and Lana McCarthy finishes the half with 8 points.
On the Crusader side, Jessica Carrier, as we mentioned, is leading the way with 10 points. Ryan Moran has 3. Barrientos is 1 for 4 from the line with 1 point. Erin McCoy, 2. Emma Ross, 2. So that rounds out scoring for the Memorial Crusaders.
We're going to take a break here, about 9 minutes. We'll throw things back to the radio station for a little while and back with second half action here. It's 35-18, Bedford leads in this second round playoff game. You're watching Bedford girls basketball and listening to Bedford 105.1 and BCTV.
wouldn't worry about it.
And welcome back to Bedford High Gym as we bring you second half action here. The Bulldogs up 35-18 over the Crusaders. Winner of this game will take on the Concord Crimson Tide here on Sunday. We're going to have that game for you at 5 o'clock. Some other games going on today include Merrimack and Wyndham, Londonderry and Salem, BG Nashua South, Keene and Nashua North, Exeter and Spalding, Dover and Portsmouth. Those are the other D1 games in the tournament, the second round.
You have any scores on the Twitters there, Harry?
You know, maybe while you're doing the call, I'll take a quick look around and see what I can dig up.
Sounds good. So 15 seconds left in the halftime festivities. Teams have come back out. They've warmed up their shooters. We'll get the inbounds play to start off the second half here. Again, a 17-point lead for the Bedford Bulldogs. They'll look to protect that. See if they can get some shooters going early. And the Crusaders are going to look to have some offensive help from Jessica Carrier. She does have 10 points of her own, but hasn't gotten much help from the rest of the team.
We do have some scores here. North over Keene 45-31, and BG won their game, so the Titans will face BG. It'll be a Nashua crosstown rivalry game next round on Sunday.
So Bedford inbounds for the second half start here and quickly get it down to Lana McCarthy under the basket. A little right-hand hook won't go. But Pennick comes up with the rebound. Mumpini scrambles. Can't get that to go. Lana McCarthy with the offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound by Pennick. And she'll get a foul and go to the line.
And I think that it's going to be on Barrientos, her third.
Well, they call it on Ryan Moran, but that's her third foul. So good to hustle out of the gates here by the Bulldogs as they were all over the offensive glass. Gave themselves several opportunities as Pennick misses the first of two. Early action here in second round game at Bedford High School. Pennick hits the second of two.
We'll get you some more scores as we have time.
Carrier brings it up, finds Moran. Now down to McCoy in the corner. Her three-pointer is long. But Moran gets the offensive board. Guarded closely by Pennick. Now Sydney Grogan, who shuffles left to cover Jessica Carrier. She's going to try to get to that left hand down the lane. Kicks to Barrientos. Now back out to McCoy for three. And it goes off the glass. Quick up now, Mumpini pushing the ball in transition, and she'll get a nice little jumper to go. Mumpini with 8. And Carrier back for the Crusaders. Little spin move by the foul line, finds McCoy. Can't get that three-pointer to go. Mumpini was trying to save it under her own defensive basket. Not necessarily the best play, but she was out of bounds. So the Crusaders will inbound under the Bedford Bulldogs basket. Some action here. Barrientos gets the inbound. Drives middle. That shot's blocked, but Carrier gets the rebound. Back out to Pepra Omani, who she'll shoot a three. That's off. McCarthy with the rebound. Up quick to King. Between the legs, into the lane. She'll get fouled. It's on the floor. And that will be number 5, Jessica Carrier gets her first foul.
And we've got another score for you. Wyndham defeating Merrimack 45-30. So they advance, the Jaguars.
King pivots into the left hand shot. Can't get that to go. Pronunciation question for you, Harry. See, I grew up in this area. I call it Wyndham, but I've heard people calling it Windham. What's the deal with that?
Travel. Travel on the floor. You're right. I mean, you get that all the time. Lancaster. Everybody says it different. I'm not a native New Hampshire person. I only got here in '94.
Yeah.
So I count as a noob.
But you're still pronouncing it the way I would. Wyndham.
Wyndham, yeah.
Okay.
But
all right.
yeah, I believe that the townies call it Windham.
Potato, I guess. Huh? Nice roll by McCarthy. She gets it to go. Excellent pick and roll there. Well executed. Red Auerbach would be proud on that play. Now carrier to Pepper Omani. She drives, kicks to Barrientos. Dribble, step into a jumper, and that goes. 3 points now for Elizabeth Barrientos. Long full court pass was almost picked off. Mumpini gathers it, and McCarthy puts it down. So 12 points now for the freshman center.
I like that move. She had the ball kind of behind her head and swan dived it into the bucket.
Keeping it away from those defenders. Barrientos gets to her right hand, and she steps out of bounds. So 42-23, Bedford has jumped out to a 19-point lead here. 5:13 left in the third quarter. The Crusaders are going to need to do something to try to stem the tide here, and they come out with full court pressure. King up quick to Pennick. Back to King. Mumpini straight away. Over to Grogan. Bobbled there, but Mumpini comes up with it. Coach Gibbs calls out an offensive set. Mumpini dribbles left, down to McCarthy. Spins to her left hand. Can't get that hook to go. Barrientos with the rebound.
We got a score on the BG and Nashua South game. Cards doubled them up 66-33.
Quick first step there by Ryan Moran. She gets around Pennick. Nice lay-in. King steps into a three. Gets it to go. It's up and it's good.
Nice shot there.
Coach Cotreau thinks that Isabella King is traveling every time. They don't see it, I don't see it, and the lead is a 20-point lead, 45-25, with 4:25 left in the third quarter.
And that was the 16th point for King on that shot. Hey, if you're a Bulldogs fan, and why wouldn't you be if you're watching or listening to the broadcast, don't forget the Bedford Bulldogs Athletic Clubs, Athletic Booster Club are looking for new members. They do things like operate the snack bars and raise funds for these teams. And if you'd like to help out, or if you're a business and you'd like to sponsor, go to bbabc.net to learn more. bbabc.net. Trying to see if we get any more scores here on the Twitterverse. Well, we know Concord won. Don't have an actual final though.
They were up 30 with a minute to go.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 minutes, but I don't think they were gonna come back.
Okay.
And that's
so the winner of this game will face that winner, which again we are assuming was Concord High School.
And I believe Portsmouth. It's a partial score. They were way up on Dover, so we're going to assume that Portsmouth won that one. They were up 30 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, close defense there by Sydney Grogan. Chases down the loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball, but got a nice little hand into the space of Pepper Omani. Knocked that ball loose, chased it down. Possession arrow does point in the Crusaders' direction, so they'll keep possession. Carrier, nice play to get some body position, get into the lane, couldn't get the jumper to go. Now King up quick to Mumpini. Ooh.
There's some contact there on Pepper Omani.
Pretty good bump from behind. Won't get it to go, but we'll have another jump ball as Catherine Pennick hustles to tie it up.
Yeah, I was really expecting a foul to be called there, the way the Pepper Omani ran into her back.
Especially with the way the referees have been officiating the rest of the game. So we'll see a couple substitutions now as Banks and Tebow check in for Pepper Omani and Moran for the Memorial Crusaders. Mumpini will inbounds for the Bulldogs. They find King right in the lane. A little kiss off the glass, and she has 18. Crafty little play for the inbounds. Gets King some space. Now Barrientos comes up with an offensive rebound on the Crusader miss. They kick to Banks. She gets into the lane. Can't get that to go.
Yeah, she had her hand hit. I think the ball got partially blocked on that. That's why it came off weakly off her hand. So we get another, nope, I was going to say substitution, but nope.
McCarthy keeps it high, finds Grogan. Now into the corner for King. Back to Grogan up top. Pennick finds McCarthy cutting into the lane there. She gets hacked by Barrientos, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, that's a real size mismatch between Barrientos and McCarthy.
And again, great footwork by Lana McCarthy as she spins away, pivots back to her right hand. Tried to get the finger roll on the righty finish, but couldn't get it to go as she was hacked. So Barrientos now has 3 as McCarthy misses the first of 2. Normally a very consistent free throw shooter.
Marina Braga comes in now for Sydney Grogan.
And McCarthy hits the second of 2. 13 for McCarthy. And she'll check out as Kazajanski will check in.
And the lead is now up 23 for the Bulldogs. It's 48-25.
A little bit of a scoring drought here for the Crusaders. They've only scored 7 points here in the third quarter. Carrier gets a pick from Banks, and she's going to carry the ball. As one of the Bedford fans made the call, and then the referee did the same.
Yeah, you know, she was dribbling it so hard, the ball was kind of going over her head. She had no choice but to reach up to try to get control of the ball, and that made her over, to carry.
King open for 3, and you know what happens then. It's good. 21 points now from King. 51-25 as they've opened up a 26-point lead. 2:48 left here in the third quarter. Now Coach Cottrell calls a timeout. He's diagramming some plays. Needs his offense to start coming from somewhere.
Yeah, they're really falling behind here. They need to do something to get back into the action.
So I say that in the same breath, I have to say that Bedford's defense has been solid too. They've come out strong. They've been aggressive. They've moved their feet, got their hands in the passing lane, some few deflected passes, and caused some problems for the Crusaders.
And that's about it for the numbers. Going through the Twitter, trying to see if we have any more updates on other scores. But the only game we're really concerned about here, Concord and this one. And it's looking more and more like this team will be hosting the Crimson Tide on this court on Sunday, 5 o'clock.
So Memorial comes out. They'll inbound the ball after that 3-pointer by King. Bulldogs retreat into their 3-2 defense. Actually, they're going to be in a man defense. Tebow over to Banks, and she loses the ball. Marina Braga comes up with that loose. Lumpini into the front court and turn it over as Tebow makes the steal. Gets it to Carrier. Carrier up quick to Barrientos, and she finishes. 5 points now for Barrientos. King settles the ball. Gets it to Lumpini. Back to King straight away. Over to Braga. Braga drives hard, almost turns it over, but that's deflected out by Barrientos.
Yeah, I think the ball surprised Barrientos a little bit. Hit her on the hands. Happened so quickly she didn't have a chance to react.
Junior guard forward combo Sydney Suazo is going to check into the game.
So Coach Gibbs giving some of the bench players some playoff time.
Lumpini takes a seat. King steps into a 3-pointer. Can't get that to go.
And Pennick went down hard, setting the pick for King.
A tough shot as she was setting that pick, as you mentioned. Defense ran through hard. Ooh, wow, that's a tough call. Jessica Carrier is going to get her second foul on an offensive. And that looked like it could have been a no call or maybe even a block, but they're going to call it against Carrier.
Now, there's no restricted zone here in NHIAA ball.
No.
Pennick would have been in the restricted zone, though.
No half circle under there. Coach Cottrell thought it might have been a foul on her. Pennick's going to check out as she was struggling. It looks like she banged her back or hip.
She went down hard, landed on that hip.
Donna McCarthy checks in for her. Substitution. Marina Braga gets it into King. Up quick to Suazo. Chased down, but not quickly enough. Kazajanski down to Suazo. Suazo finds McCarthy at the elbow. She doesn't like her space. She gives it to Kazajanski. Hand off to Suazo. Corner to Braga. She lefty baseline. Gets it to McCarthy. She spins back, a little right-handed baby hook. Gets it to go. Now McCarthy has 15 for the evening.
Yeah, did you notice how McCarthy stepped away from the defender and let that hook off?
She has excellent footwork for a player of her size, and it's paying off for her. Soft touch, righty and lefty, and I've been very impressed with her game tonight.
We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Carrier against Braga, charges into the lane, can't get it to go. Looked like it might have been a travel, but gets it to get a foul on Marina Braga, her third, and Carrier will go to the line.
But that is only the first team foul of this half on the Bulldogs. The Crusaders have 4 on them.
Carrier is 2 for 5 from the foul line this evening. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. We have a few substitutes looking to check in for Memorial as Carrier looks to take her first. Off the right side of the rim, so it will not go. Barrientos will check out. Rossi will check out as Allen and looks like McNally will check in. That is Chloe Allen and Taylor McNally. And Pepra Omani will come back in for Jessica Carrier,
who made that second free throw. It's now 53-28. 25-point advantage here for the Bulldogs.
Memorial is no longer pressing full court. The referee is having looks like a curt discussion with Coach Control for the Memorial Crusaders. He's not been pleased by some of the calls this evening, offensive side and defensive side, and he's still in the referee's ear over there as King brings it into the front court. As McCarthy posting up, it looks across to Suazo. Suazo righty dribble, back to her left for Braga. Now Kazajanski drives baseline lefty, fumbles the ball, and it's a turnover. Pepper Omani's going to look to bring it up. 25 seconds left now. Good dribble into the lane for Pepper Omani. Doesn't get it to go, but she'll get 2 shots. It's like Marina Braga might pick up her 4th. And that is right. So 4 on Marina Braga. She'll get substituted out as Sydney Grogan runs over to the scorer's table.
You know, sometimes when you can't get a good shot away, you just drive and put something up that looks like a shot just on the chance that you can draw a foul. I think that's what Pepper Omani did there.
Sure, that's what a scorer does, right? If you draw body contact and you can get your arms in the way to draw that foul, it gets you an easy look at the free throw line. Maybe that'll get her going from 3-point line as well. No good on the second. She goes 1 for 2, 53-29. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kazajanski finds Lana McCarthy, gets the righty off the glass, but can't get it to go. Good hustle there by Kazajanski. Taps it to Sydney Grogan, who gets fouled on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the officials missed a hack there on McCarthy. That's what caused the ball to miss the mark so badly.
And Paige Tebow picks up her first foul. Action into Lana McCarthy. Can't get the first to go. Gets hacked on the second, no call. Can't get that one to go. Tebow clicks the defensive rebound, and we're going to have a foul on either Suazo or McCarthy. Yeah, it's Suazo. So the Bulldogs are ahead by 24, and yet they come out with court pressure here. 1 second left and 0 after the third quarter. The Bulldogs will head into the fourth with a 53-29 lead. And they look like they're going to be in cruise control.
They will be playing Sunday. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
That's a bold prediction there, Cotton.
Let's see how it works out. 9 points for Sophia Mumpini so far, 6 for Emma Kazajanski. Catherine Pennick with 3 points. Then Isabella King with, she's got so many here. I got to count them up. 15 and 6 is 21. And Lana McCarthy with, 12.
Looks like 15 for
15,
her. That's
right.
what I have.
Too many symbols. I can't do math while I'm on the air.
On the Crusaders side, Jessica Moran again leads with 11 points. Elizabeth Barrientos is chipping in with 5, as is Ryan Moran. Erin McCoy also has 5. Emma Rossi has 2, and Madison Pepra Omani has 1 to round out their scoring for the 29.
Yeah, a little surprising that Pepper Omani has been in the game almost nonstop, only a minute or two on the bench, and only has 1 point to show for it.
In the previous matchup, too, Elizabeth Barrientos had 15, so the Bedford Bulldogs defense might be keying on her, trying to shut her down as an alternative scorer to Carrier. So Emma Rossi will inbound the ball to likely Pepper Omani, as Memorial will start the fourth quarter here. Pepper Omani over to Emma Rossi for 3. It's up, no good. McCarthy comes away with that loose ball. King into transition. Gets the free throw line, kicks to Mumpini. Mumpini for 3, it's up, good. McCarthy gets the rebound, finds Grogan, over to Mumpini. Little jumper from the left elbow, and that'll go. And Safia Mumpini is into double digits. 55-29. 7:20 left. Rossi to the top of the key for Memorial. Gets the ball back from Pepper Omani, now kicks to the corner. That shot is good by Taylor McNelly. Her first bucket of the game. Now Grogan kicks it down to Lana McCarthy on the lob. McCarthy had position there, but the lob was just a little too high and too long.
Now, she had kind of short-armed it. You know, it was coming in, and she let it go off her hands.
So the senior backcourt is together again as Moran and Carrier are in at guard for Memorial. Rossi kicks over to Moran. She finds Chloe Allen. Down to Moran. Now to Rossi for 3. Too strong. King with the rebound. King through the legs. Gets to the foul line. And that's good. 23 now for King.
Got a partial score from Londonderry and Salem. Believe it or not, this is after 3 quarters. 24-20, Londonderry leads.
Wow. Tight defense. Ooh, and Lana McCarthy's going to foul Moran on her drive. Tough shot there. Moran gets back up quickly, though. McCarthy's first foul this evening. Moran will go back to the line where she hit her previous attempt. And she hits the first of 2. 6 points now for the senior forward. 6:22 left here, 57-33. As Moran hits the second. And Memorial takes a quick timeout here.
And the final from Portsmouth, 62-30 over Dover. Clippers advance. Trying to see if we have any more numbers. That's all we have for right now.
It's our very own March Madness tournament going on here, Harry.
Yeah, Friday night. Yeah, Friday night is girls' night, and the boys play tomorrow. That'll be their third round. This is a second round for the ladies.
Again, the 4 regions are matched up this year in a little bit of an unusual format for the tournament.
Yeah, some teams are going to have to play 5 games to get to that final.
Of course, those are the teams that did not get a first round bye. Bedford and Concord are the 1 and 2 seed in the bracket, and they will likely face off, barring something drastically unusual here tonight.
Yeah, Bulldogs up here 24.
There you go. His math is working tonight. 57-33, a 24-point lead for the Bulldogs. They will inbound with Catherine Pennick. Full court pressure by the Crusaders. They're looking to be in a Looks like a 2-2-1-2 or some kind of full court trap here, 2-2. Bringing Barrientos down for a trap. The Bulldogs solve that. Comfortably into the front court. Pennick gets the ball down on the block, and she's blocked by Ryan Moran on a nice defensive play. Kicks back to Carrier. Carrier at the foul line. Crossover dribble back to her right hand. Can't get that to go off the glass. Grogan comes away with it. And she's going to settle down and set up the Bulldogs offense. They get it down to McCarthy. McCarthy is doubled, kicks to Pennick. Pennick jumper. That's good. Pennick with 5.
The long tooth there.
Good patience for Lana McCarthy as she got the double team, found the open shooter, and made it pay off. 59-33. The Bulldogs hold the lead. Good drive by Rossi there. Gets to the rim. 4 points now for Rossi as she got into the lane and finished. Mumpini looks to McCarthy. Can't get it to go. King's just a step too late trying to save that ball on the baseline. So Rossi will pass it into Carrier. Just over 5 minutes left to play here in the game. Barrientos drives into the lane. Gets that to rattle off the rim. So Barrientos now has 7. Mumpini trapped just over half court, but finds Pennick. Pennick to Grogan. Grogan to McCarthy, now to Mumpini. And she'll get that jumper to go. Mumpini with 12. Carrier righty dribble, crosses over. Little hand back to Moran, kicks to Barrientos. She drives righty. Moran all the way out to Rossi. Can't get her three-pointer to go. Now Sydney Grogan finds a streaking Mumpini. Kicks back to King. She sees a little daylight. Jacks for 3, no good. A little bit short on that one. McNally came away with the rebound to Carrier. Up quick to her left hand. She's going to get a block charge, or excuse me, a block called on Sydney Grogan as she was looking for contact under the rim there. Carrier goes to the line for 2. Looking to add to her 11 points. 4:12 left here in the game. Carrier hits the first. Struggled from the line a little bit tonight as she is 4 of 8. She does hit the second. 13 points now for Jessica Carrier. As Suazo checks back in, and Mumpini will take a seat. Pennick into Grogan, behind the back, finds Pennick. Up to Sydney Suazo. Suazo's going to get doubled in the corner. She turns it over. Rossi comes away with that steal. Now to Carrier. Carrier just inside the three-point line, and that'll go. 15 now for Carrier. And the lead is cut to 20. 3:52 left here in the game.
And we'll get a timeout.
Coach Gibbs saw the mini run there by the Crusaders and wants to stem that tide. Foul situation, both have 2 to give here. Excuse me, 1 to give. And then each team will be in the bonus. No real foul trouble other than Marina Braga, who has 4 fouls for the Bulldogs. Few players with 3 here and there. Ryan Moran and Barrientos for the Crusaders and Sydney Grogan for the Bulldogs. May or may not be a factor down the stretch here.
Little programming note, make sure you're tuning in tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We'll have the boys basketball game against Trinity right here on this floor at 5 o'clock. Corey and I will bring you that call. And we're working on getting the Bedford hockey game from the folks at Blue Hawk Athletic Media. They're going to be covering their game out at the Rinks of Exeter. And if they do, we'll be rebroadcasting that on one of our BCTV channels.
King into the left corner, little stutter step dribble. Gets it to Grogan. Suazo now to King. Straight away. That pass goes off of Pennick's hands for a turnover. Just over 3.5 left in the game. Carrier into the front court has been the Crusaders' scoring punch. And gets another just outside of the elbow.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Pulled back, let that two-point jumper go. And just like that, they're within 18, which sounds like a lot, but they were down by as many as 27.
Suazo can't get that jumper to go from the elbow. Back to Carrier. Carrier, the hot hand. Gets to her left. Moran straight away for three. Can't get it to go. Pennick comes down with the rebound. The Memorial parents were going to get excited there if that three-pointer went. King back the other way, and she'll get that to go. King with 25 on the night. Nice little kiss off the glass there again. High off the backboard on that lefty drive. Carrier gets to the foul line. She's double-teamed and turns it over as King got a hand in. Suazo into the front court. She's double-teamed now. Gets it to McCarthy. Into the corner to Grogan for three. That's short. And King's going to get an over-the-back call here as she was hustling for that rebound. 63-43, 20-point lead here with 2:32 left in the game. A couple parents on both sides are getting a little saucy with the refs here.
Christina Braga's come in now for McCarthy.
King thought she was checking out. Might be a good idea to sub in for some of your high output players, and it looks like Goulan's going to check in. Pennick covers Moran. Grogan on the defense with Gustafson.
Yeah, Memorial starting to empty their bench too. And there's a foul on number 10, Chloe Allen, another bench player, seeing some time.
Sydney Grogan nearly coast to coast there as she continued to drive to the hoop. Nobody stopped her. But we will get a foul on Allen. And Grogan goes to the line for two. Front end rattles out. And again, King checks out and Pennick checks out as Kazajanski and Legulan enter the game.
And Dubois too.
Ava Dubois will come in for Sydney Grogan, the shooter. And a nice round of applause for Ryan Moran, the senior, has checked out, likely for her final playing time. The Memorial parents give her a generous standing ovation. Carrier up quick, kicks to Barrientos. Barrientos, balls get knocked around there by Grogan. Memorial comes away with it. Back up top to Carrier. Carrier takes the three, short on that shot. And Christina Braga, who's checked in. We get a full court pass here. We're looking to make some substitutions as Ava Dubois checks in.
As the Sierra Banks.
Sierra Banks
a little
will check
unclear
in.
why they blew the whistle there. It didn't look like there was a reason to.
I'm not sure if a timeout was taken or if Coach Gibbs just wanted a substitution. The play was stopped. Sierra Banks gets a nice round of applause, as does Chloe Allen, two seniors. Excuse me, Banks is a junior. She checked in for Allen. Kazajanski gets to her left hand. She'll finish. A quiet 8 points for Kazajanski tonight. She's gotten some good buckets early and now one late.
And we're under 90 seconds to go here.
Gustafson takes the three. That won't go. Christina Braga with the rebound. Up to Kazajanski. Crossover. Gets to the lane. Braga down to Legulan. Baseline jumper. That'll go.
Her first two.
The freshman forward is able to hit from the baseline. Now we're going to get a stoppage of play to tie a shoe as Jessica Carrier needed an equipment adjustment. And now Elsa Gustafson is going to check out for her final minutes. Gets a big hug from Coach Cotreau.
Yeah, another senior. All the seniors getting the chance to come off the floor to an ovation. Very nice gesture.
Memorial parents are treating them well. Just under a minute to go here. Rossi over to Carrier. Carrier drives the lane. She's fouled, and she will go to the line. So
I think
get 2 shots.
Kazajansky was the one who got the foul. Whether or not she will get called here, let's see. No indication yet.
Looks like Ava Dubois is going to pick that one up. So Carrier back to the line for another 2. She hits the front end. 18 points now for the senior guard. Emma Rossi checks out.
She's a sophomore.
And Torley Adumene checks in for her. Carrier misses the second. And Kazajansky gets fouled. Carrier picks up her 3rd foul.
Actually, I was going to correct the name. Torley Adumene is how you say that.
Okay, and now Carrier checks out to a nice ovation from, again, the Memorial Crusaders team, and several of the Bedford parents are clapping for her too.
18 points on the night for Jessica Carrier.
Outstanding effort from Carrier as she tried to help the Crusaders battle back. Not quite enough, as it's a 67-44 lead for the Bedford Bulldogs. Kazajansky misses the front end there of the 1-and-1.
Tebow loses that rebound. It's going to go back to Bedford.
45 seconds left, 67-44. Motion as they inbound the ball along the baseline. Suazo finds Kazajansky. They're going to call it travel. I don't agree with that call, but it's going to go for a turnover. 39 seconds left now. Sierra Banks inbounds to Kaylee Brunette.
Also some playing time now.
The sophomore guard. Drills right. Gives it to Adamene. Kicks to Tebow. Tebow over to Brunette. Brunette gets to the lane. She gets tied up, and now the ball comes loose. The Gulan comes up with it. Up quick to Kazajansky, but it's behind her. So that'll be another turnover. 14.9 seconds left as we look to close this out. Now Harry Nostradamus, his prediction is correct, as the Bulldogs will advance to face Concord on Sunday evening at 5 p.m. We'll have the broadcast here. Kazajansky with the block on Barrientos, and that'll just about do it as the Bulldogs come away with a 23-point victory here, 67-44. Some of the Memorial Crusaders seniors got very nice rounds of applause in their final game. But the Bulldogs will move on. Coaches meet at half court, have a quick word with each other, and we will here on Sunday evening.
Right. Quick scoring update here for you. The numbers for the game. Teeny finishes with 12. Emma Kazajansky with 8. Catherine Pennick with 7 points. Got to correct that. Sophia Lagulan with 2. Isabella King led the way with 25. And Lana McCarthy a solid night with 15 points.
Yeah, great job by McCarthy underneath the basket. Left hand, right hand, pivoting both ways. Good soft hands down there. Memorial Crusaders were led by Jessica Carrier, as we mentioned along the way, 18 points. Others with points were Ryan Moran, 7. Elizabeth Barrientos with 7. Erin McCoy, 5. Emma Rossi, 4. Madison Pepper Omani with 1, and Taylor McNally with 2. So a smattering of players. Again, Jessica Carrier tried to do her best to keep it close. Unable to do that successfully, and the Bedford Bulldogs come away win.
And that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much, Corey Mustatiger, for being our play-by-play in color. Thank you to Bill Jennings on graphics, George Cox on camera. We're going to be back here. Very busy weekend for us all here. We'll be back here Saturday at 5 o'clock for boys basketball against Trinity. Then on Sunday, we're going to have the girls taking on Concord. That's also a 5 o'clock tip here at Bedford High Gym. So thanks for tuning in. Your final score, 67-44. Bedford advances. And you've been watching girls basketball playoff action here on BCTV and listening to Bedford 105.1. Thank you very much, and we'll say good night.